good, y'all? It's your girl Tay back on the camera with another video today. Things I want to address. This is a band-aid. I have a little scar on my face. I know I don't have to address it, but I am going to work out right after this video. As you could tell by the title, we're going to be going over the basic makeup tools, products, everything you need to start your makeup kit. So before we get into this video, make sure you guys leave a comment, like this video. At the end of the video, you can share it with a friend, but please subscribe to the channel. A lot of people ask me that don't wear makeup how to start their makeup kit. What are the things that they need? What are the tools that they need? They don't know what to do. They're kind of blindsided when it comes to what they need to complete a full face of makeup. So let's just jump right into it. The first product you're going to need is micellar water, okay? This is a regular micellar water I got from the beauty supply store. It has rose and glycerin in it. You can use any micellar water you want. It's going to be used before and after your makeup. You're definitely going to make sure your skin is cleansed first. You want to have a clear, smooth base for your products to absorb properly, and you can get the look that you're going for. Micellar wipes is okay as well. I just prefer using this because I don't like the wipes. But yeah, so the second product you need, a primer. The primer that I'm using right now is by Cali Ray called So Blown. You can find this in Sephora or you can order it online. This is my favorite primer right now just because I have oily skin. This is a vegan friendly primer. So if you're into clean products, you can go ahead and check out this primer from Cali Ray. It's going to act as a barrier between the makeup, the foundation, and your skin. The primer is basically made to protect your skin's moisture and the condition of your skin before you start applying makeup products on your face. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial on how I apply these products so I can go ahead and cover that for you guys, because I am just showing you the products today. I'm not going to get too in-depth with that because I do have a few things I want to show you. But basically how you will apply the primer, I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4 small dots and then rub that into each section of my face. And that is how you apply the primer. The next product you need is moisturizer. So I like to use the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Peptide Cream on my face as well as my client's face. This one's going to be for normal to dry skin. They also have one that's made for combination skin, and this is going to be this one. So they have two. So depending, I have my client kit right next to me. Dry or normal skin versus combination and oily skin, I would use one of these. Moisturizing the skin is very important because you want to make sure your skin is nice and hydrated so you still have that natural glow by the end of your makeup look. You can even use your favorite face cream. That works best. I would not use Vaseline though. If you use Vaseline on your skin, I would probably use just a tad of that, but I probably wouldn't use it at all. You want to make sure you use something lightweight, like a lotion or cream. That's my recommendation when wearing makeup. Nothing too heavy like Vaseline. You don't want to compromise the look you're going for. If you are sensitive under the eyes and you have, like, let's say dark circles, or you have like some bags that you're trying to hide, I would use a eye cream. This one is by Ole Henriksen. It's good for dark circles. It's good for dull looking eyes. Help diminish those bags. In a sense, it's just an optional option. You don't have to use an eye cream if you don't want or if you don't have eye problems. But for those that do, make sure you use an eye cream so that under the eyes, it'll be less creasing. So now that we have the moisture, our skin is nice and hydrated, let's go right into the makeup products. I always like to do the details first because it takes the longest. So with my eyebrows, I'll go ahead and use a standard eyebrow pencil. I got this from the beauty supply store. Benefit Cosmetics, they have brow pencils. I would use the Goof Proof Brow if you're going to Sephora. That's my favorite pencil. But if you're going to the beauty supply store, this is a nice standard pencil that's in the shade black brown. Go ahead and get you a eyebrow pencil. Please let me know if you want to see a tutorial in the comments because I need to know first that you find this video helpful. If you're not comfortable doing your eyebrows, it's okay, you can skip that part. Into foundation. This foundation, this is for the Forever Skin Glow by Dior. This is what I'm actually wearing right now in the shade 6.5W. I will go ahead and use for more budget-friendly purposes if you're shopping at Sephora, the Sephora Best Skin Ever. This is literally the best skin ever. If I were to have this and I seen this right in my makeup kit, I probably would have used this first. but I always just go for my Dior because it's a staple. This is in the shade 44Y. So you can go ahead and if you're trying to figure out a foundation, test the 44Y. Make sure you get a shade match. Or if you guys want me to do a video on how to master shade matching on any brand, I can do a video as well. I have so many videos coming out anyway, but I just want y'all to engage with me and let me know what you want to see more so I can go ahead and get that out quicker. Foundation does provide a medium type of coverage. It's going to be a medium to full coverage. So if you are somebody that doesn't wear makeup that much and just wants to get into just smoothing and evening the skin tone out, a skin tint or a BB cream, CC cream, that's what they used to call it. Here I have Fenty's blurring eavesdrop skin tint. I'm shade 20 in the skin tint, but honestly I do not wear skin tints because I do experience acne. So I want my coverage, because I do end up getting some hyperpigmentation, I want it to at least be a medium coverage. I don't cake my makeup on, but I do like to make sure that the coverage is covering, and that's why I would use a foundation over a skin tint. But if you know, you like a lighter hold and you're not going out for too long, the skin tint is fine. Just know that the skin tints don't last all day as long as foundation would, because it's literally temporary and it's a lighter coverage. The product you're going to need for that foundation is a powder. With liquid foundations or liquid products, you're always going to need to set them in with a powder. The powder is going to reduce the shininess of that liquid and also blur the skin tone. See how my skin, it doesn't look shiny? Because if I just would have left the liquid on, it would have just gave a very, very shiny look. But with the powder, it kind of settles everything in and it blurs it to make it look more natural. So that's what you want. Make sure you find a powder that matches your skin tone. I love using the Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder, okay? This is in the shade Toffee with number 65, and these two work together like magic for me. This is called a pressed powder. I'm gonna also make another video. I have so many ideas for y'all, but I'm also gonna make another video of the differences between a loose powder and a pressed powder. You want to make sure you set this liquid in with a colored powder instead of the translucent powder. I think you can get these for less than 10 bucks or maybe less than 15 bucks a piece. That lasts long. I've had these for so long. I'm honestly just starting to run out. You can see the base of this, but I still have some more product left. I gotta get another one. Next step here we have is concealer, okay? Concealer now is made to brighten certain areas of the face. If you want to hide certain dark circles under the eyes, or if you want to add a bit of contrast to the face and put a little bit of brightness in certain areas, this is a concealer from the drugstore or from the beauty supply. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this a lot if you've been looking up YouTube videos or, you know, figuring out what you should use. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I've been using this since I even discovered what makeup was. It has never failed me. If you find a concealer that matches your skin, go one shade lighter, one shade or two. Depending on how bright you want to go, I would go one shade or two lighter in concealer. I would have to set that concealer now, being that it's a liquid, not with my colored or pressed powder. I would use a translucent powder, okay? Why? Because the point of concealer is to brighten. So you don't want to darken that concealer now by using the same powder you use to set your foundation that is translucent. So this is like an invisible powder, and they do have different tones as well that do have pigment. This is in the shade Honey, I believe. It's like they have a white shade, a honey shade, and then a dark shade. The powder also helps to stop any creasing, so smile lines, it helps to reduce that look. Or if you have any like wrinkles that you like make smiles or frowns with, it definitely helps to reduce the look of that. And it definitely helps to reduce oiliness and sweat. To avoid that white and ghostly looking type of under eye, just don't go too bright with the concealer shade. Stay 1 to 2 shades away from your regular standard skin tone color. We are doing products. I'm going to go over tools in a few seconds, but this is a simple regular setting spray by Urban Decay. It's called All Nighter. It sets your makeup into place all day. So you can grab something like this and set everything in place. Also, mascara, okay? Your details gotta pop back out. You don't wanna blur all those away. So that's where the eyebrows come in. But the mascara as well is going to pop those lashes, okay? And make sure that it brings out your eye color and that your eye features are not so drowned out. So you can use an eyeshadow with simple basic colors. I like to use this palette. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes palette. It has so many basic colors in there, from light to dark or to medium shades. You can literally play with these colors and see which one goes best. They're very natural, but they provide a pop of color that is still very natural to the skin tone. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes to use. And then I also like to use the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I love this palette. I've had this palette for years. I also have a video where I'm like biting it, like I'm biting it like a piece of chocolate. Like, this palette literally smells like chocolate. And you don't have to use this palette. Like I said, you can find something more inexpensive side, but it still smells like chocolate to this day, just not as pronounced, because I probably had this, I'm not gonna lie, over 4 years. The thing with powders though, the difference between liquid and powders, you can use your powders for a little while, especially if they were expensive. It's not gonna go bad. It's not gonna break your face out, I guarantee you. Wipe off the shade you're using with like a cotton ball or like some tissue, and make sure that that first layer is gone, because that powder is still fresh. So you don't necessarily have to throw the whole kit out if you wasted or spent your money on something expensive. It has so many shimmers in there, and it smells like chocolate. It smells like chocolate to this day. So now let's move on to tools. I would say have a foundation brush. Very important. Get a foundation brush, something that's going to be compact like this. So see how the bristles are very tight together. That's what's going to spread that product and make it absorb easier into the skin. You're going to just pat that in and spread that product around the skin. Concealer, you want to also get something, this one's a little dusty, but something like this where the bristles are still very compact and tight at the top. You want those to blend in those liquids the best. You use that under your eyes or anywhere you're putting the concealer to make sure you're getting the best blend. Powder brush. So this is a powdered brush. There's also bigger powdered brushes with like this, which is very big, and then one like this. So depending on what you're applying and where you're applying it on your face, that's where you would use your powder. So if you're going to set everything in on the skin, like a pressed powder, I would use this one to cover more areas. If you're using something, just let's say apply a blush or a contour, this is what you would use to go in that motion, right? To get that focused area. So just be mindful of which type of brush you're going to go for. This is called, I believe it's called the kabuki brush, or just called a powdered brush. And then this one is also called a powdered brush, but for smaller or finer details. So obviously in size, you'll know the difference. And if you're doing your eyebrows, I want to show you which brush you should be using. The brush basically looks like this at one end, like this on the other end. There's like a double tapered brush where you have an angled side and then a brush side for the eyebrows. For the under eye, if you're using translucent powder, it does spill out very fast. So I want to show you guys, unlike the pressed powder, it looks like this. See how easy it comes out? If you want to use something small, see how the bristles are not that compact like the other ones, they're more loose. You want to use something loose like that, that you can use just to take a little bit and dap under the eye and then wipe it away. So brushes really depend on what area of the face you're trying to focus on. Powder brushes require more loose ends. And I think that's it. I think that covers the pretty much of the basics. The contour, the blush, the highlight, those are all extra stuff. The lip liner, that's extra stuff that I can go into and do a separate video on applying that. This is not an application video. This is just telling you guys what you should have in your bag. And yeah, those are all the products and tools that you need to start your makeup kit. I hope that you found this video useful and insightful. I hope that this video resonated with you. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Comment down below what you're struggling with in makeup, and I will be more than happy to get that out quicker for you. But with that being said, it's your girl Tay, the Chocolate Queen, signing out. Bye.